We'll be going over 6 most common mistakes of Japanese cooking so that we can learn from each other. Mistake number 6, overfilling onigiri, so they end up breaking and hard to shape. This is so true. There are 3 ways of making onigiri. The first one is very classic, using your hand. This requires more skills than others. The second one is using plastic wrap to mold the shape. This way, the plastic wrap will prevent the onigiri from breaking apart. The last one is using an onigiri gadget. My kids started with this one and it was fun and hardly had any mistakes. By the way, these mistakes are real example of I received from you guys on Instagram and the students in my course. I had a ton of great sharing, so thank you so much. We will share the most common mistakes at the end, so stay tuned. Let's move on to the mistake number 5, getting the wrong type of rice. The rice we use 90% of the time in Japanese cooking is Japanese sushi rice, the sticky one. Under the Japanese sushi rice, there are so many different brands which might be very confusing, especially for those who live in Japan. For example, we have Koshihikari, Yumepirika, and Kitakomachi. The list goes on. Some are stickier than others and some are sweeter than others. Slightly different, but they are all perfect to be used in Japanese cooking. So in short, pick any brands you like. As long as you are getting Japanese sushi rice, you are good to go. If you want to dive deeper, I wrote a blog about it. I'll include it in my newsletters. Have you guys signed up yet? If not, please subscribe and stay in touch. The link is in the description box below. And for those who already signed up, our email often ends up in the spam folder, which is very sad since we put so much love to each of them. So please help us save our letters from your inbox. Moving on, mistake number 4, using mirin instead of sake and vinegar. Mirin, sake, and vinegar looks very similar, but they all have a very different flavor and purpose in Japanese cooking. This is mirin. Mirin is a sweetened rice wine. It is made from rice, rice malt, and shochu, also known as distilled liquor that's been fermented. Adding mirin to your dishes will add sweetness, of course, but you can also use it to defray the sauce and help to hold the shape of ingredients so that they don't get mushy or crumble apart. Sake, also known as rice wine or cooking sake. Comparing to mirin, it doesn't offer sweetness, although you can taste a hint of natural sweetness from the rice, but not as sweet as mirin. The color is usually clear. It helps to tenderize the ingredients, reduce any unnecessary stinky smells coming from the ingredients, and enhance the umami flavor. Rice vinegar is just a vinegar made of rice, so it's tangy and sour. What's confusing is that they all made with rice and they have a similar color, and moreover, often the label is in Japanese. So I understand it's really confusing. So when you go to the supermarket, closely look at the label and pause the video and feel free to screenshot. Also, here are the brands which are very popular in Japan and can also be found outside of Japan. Another screenshot time. Let me know what else you can find in your country so that other people can appreciate them. We all help each other in this community. If you want to start cooking Japanese food but don't know where to start, I explain every step you need to know in my online course. We go over Japanese culture, condiments, Japanese dashi, and fermented products, meal planning, meal prepping. The list goes on. The aim of this course is not only understanding Japanese ingredients, but rather how you can implement it into your life to form a healthy eating habit. There is a community to support you interactively, so you won't be alone. If you are interested, check out the link. Okay, mistake number 3, too much miso into the miso soup. Way too salty. I got over 20 of you telling me the same story, and some of you told me that miso soup was just a plain salty soup until I properly made the dashi. And she's so right. If you want to reduce the amount of miso paste, consider making a good dashi first. It would be a great tip. Our taste buds can perceive 5 different tastes: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. Dashi contains a bold umami taste coming from the different variety of dashi ingredients such as kombu, dried shiitake mushrooms, bonito flakes, and a lot more. By combining umami together with the saltiness from miso will elevate your miso soup 10 times more, in my opinion. When you make dashi, try to taste dashi itself before adding anything else. You can taste how powerful the umami taste is. I even included this exercise into the students' assignments in my course. This will lead me to the next mistakes. Mistake number 2. Add miso paste to the miso soup when the soup is boiling. The aroma of miso is volatile, which means it easily evaporates into the air. Miso is made by fermented soybeans with a koju mold, and in the process, amino acids and vitamins are produced. These amino acids and vitamins are the basis of the flavor of miso, but some components cannot survive in high temperature and break down, and as a result, the balance of taste is lost, and the aroma evaporates and result in the less taste. We had over 50 of you answer this question, and 30 of them is related to miso. Miso is obviously a mysterious ingredient for many of you. I really want you to enjoy your own miso soup. So let me leave the link of a couple miso soup recipes in the description box. If you make one, tag me on Instagram so that I can see them. And finally, mistake number 1. I wish I would have taken time to learn about the core ingredients and what they do so that I could freestyle and make up my own recipes. There is a Japanese proverb called "Isoga maware" that means haste makes waste. Some of you told me, rather than blindly following recipes, if you could take 1 hour to study basic Japanese condiments, it might not complicate it at all. And another one of you told me, I didn't buy the proper Japanese ingredients and thought I could substitute, but the taste wasn't the same. If you simply take a look at the soy sauce, there are many kinds: dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, temari, Korean soy sauce, etc. They are all used in different recipes. That's why I made a free Japanese ingredients list to start with. It includes shop link, flavor profile, and some recipes to cook with. So I hope it will ease your pressure and help you start cooking Japanese food at home. The link is in the description box. We had more stories to share from many of you, but more on that other time. By making this video, I feel like I learned a lot from you guys, and I love this style of video. If you have any other thing that you want to share, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye!